Good evening and thank you for joining us. Everyone's itching to get outside and enjoy the sun on weekends. However, rather than hitting the beach, Vertical Youth members in Kit Scotty are spending their time working in the backyard. Josh Ryan has more.
Yard work at this Kit Scotty home and others like it is a productive and fun time for Jeremiah Young and the members of Vertical Youth. It's become a near weekly occurrence for the group, keeping teens and young adults very busy while helping fundraise for a youth conference in Indianapolis later this summer.
It's just nice to get kids out into the yard or out into the community cleaning stuff up and just kind of learning the general basics of what to do outdoors and how to make the fun of it while you're doing it.
The work involves a variety of tasks at each home Vertical Youth has visited.
Mowing, raking, picking up leaves, throwing them out. We've done a couple in a weekend before. It just all depends on the size of the yard project.
In addition to reaping the benefits of the great outdoors and a good day's work, this fulfills a need in the community for those unable to complete yard work on their own.
Doing it to get our name out there and just to kind of help people out that just don't have the physical capability or the money to hire people to come and do it.
Well, it's nice to see the smile on their faces and know that you've done a job well done and them to actually say thank you to you. It's very much appreciated.
That's caught the attention of other community groups and members, such as the Kit Scotty Senior Center.
They've contacted us on behalf of maybe doing a bit for them as well, just because they can't do a lot of the physical stuff anymore. And rather than hiring it out, they've actually asked us to do it for a donation for the youth group.
Young says they still have a way to go on the fundraising end, but he's encouraged by the increased participation each week.
The core group of 4 or 5 all the way up to 15, 16 youth at some points. So it's growing slowly and we're glad to be able to be in the community.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
While music has the power to bring people together, Michaela Henschel has more on a group of people who share a love of old-time tunes.
It's right here at the Murphy's restaurant inside the Lloydminster Greyhound station where people like to gather once a month to sip on great coffee and tap their toes to the sweet sound of live music. Some even calling it the best band in the world. It all started in 2015 as an effort to draw in a crowd on Saturdays. Previous owner Larry came up with the idea of introducing a live band he knew his customers would love.
There used to be a restaurant called The Singing Waitress. It was quite successful, and we thought we'd give it a try and see if we could get some more people here on a Saturday, because it's always very quiet.
And they kept coming back for more, with the regulars who rarely miss a show.
I enjoy old-time music. That's when you get to be 80 years old, there's a lot of music back there. It's good to come and sit and listen to those old-time tunes and watch some of the old ladies get up and show you how they can step.
The band, the Border Tones, look forward to their steady gig and love playing old-time music for a crowd that shares the same passion for music as they do.
Well, just the seniors love old-time music, and we love playing for them. They always ask us to come back, and they always thank us for coming.
Michaela Henschel, Newcap News.
This is Newcap Sports.
Well, one of the fiercest rivalries in Lloydminster sports lies between Holy Rosary and Lloyd Comp's football teams. The two programs are always competing for Wheatland supremacy, but this year the Barons may have the upper hand. Barons quarterback Garrett Musgrave recently attended a Saskatchewan football minicamp complete with numerous combine-style drills. After drills, Musgrave had the opportunity to show what he could do with a football in his hands.
So basically they just go around the entire camp looking at who they think would be the best for each category, and yeah, so near the end we just went one-on-ones, and then they chose certain QBs and certain receivers and all of those to come out and showcase what they can do.
At the conclusion of camp, Musgrave was selected as the top quarterback, meaning he'll get an opportunity to do something very few players will.
Hopefully the two-day camp in Toronto I got invited to, so I would fly down end of July and go to this two-day camp, which there will be some CFL players and hopefully some CFL coaches there to give us more feedback and show us what we can do to get to the next level and what they think we need to improve on, and yeah, it'll hopefully be really fun.
The trip to Toronto could help elevate the multi-sport athlete into a position where he'll have to make a decision on which post-secondary athletic path he'd like to pursue.
That's the one thing I'm having to debate for when I go to university is, do I want to ski or do I want to play football? So I got to figure out in the next year or so what I got to do and what I can do to make it the best choice that I make.